Hello everyone. So today we will be studying Introduction to Biology. So we will see the basic concepts. The very first thing is science. What is science? Science is the study of observation and experimentation. We observe things, we do experiments, we draw conclusions, and then we understand different things that are occurring in the nature, different principles that are happening in the nature. Then there comes biology. Biology is the study of life. Anything that is living is studied under the branch of biology. Then there comes divisions of biology. So to remember these divisions, you have some tips from me. You can see that zoology, from zoo you can remember zoology is the study of animals, botany is the study of plants, and microbiology deals with the study of microorganisms that are barely seen by naked eye. Next, we have branches of biology. In branches of biology, the first thing we will study is morphology. Morphology is the study of form and structure of organisms, like what form they have, what structure they have. Either they swim, either they walk, or what they do according to their structure, and what are the structure, how their structures are helping them to survive. Anatomy is the study of internal structures. Like when we see an organism outside, there are legs, hands, feet. But when we talk about anatomy, we see the stomach, the brain, the heart, the lungs, the small intestine, the large intestine, the pancreas, and everything that is lying inside the organism. Next, we have histology. Histology is the study of tissues. When we talk about tissues, tissues are the collection of cells that have similar function. Now, what are cells? Cells is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Every living organism has cell. The cell can be prokaryote or can be eukaryote. And when the similar cells performing the similar functions and those have the similar functions and structures, they combine together, they form a tissue. So that the study of tissues is called histology. Cell biology. Cell biology deals with what the cell is doing, what is the function of the cell, what is the structure of the cell, how cell reproduction is occurring, how cell division is occurring, how the cell is multiplying, how the cell is causing death to itself, and everything that is related to cell is studied under the branch cell biology. Then there comes physiology. Physiology is the study of parts of living organisms. Like if we see a human, they have several parts, they have arms, they have hands, so different functions that their parts are performing and that their parts are helping them to do things. That are the things that are studied under physiology. Next, we have genetics. Genetics is the study of transfer of genes from one generation to the next generation. Genes are the carrier of characteristics. The characteristics can be physical or their characteristics can be biological. Like physical characteristics are like nails, hairs, eye color, skin tone, height, weight, shape, everything of the organism that is carried in this information is carried in their genes that are transferred from their parents into the offsprings. Next is embryology. Embryology is the study of embryo, how an embryo is formed, how an embryo is converted into a baby. Everything that is related to an embryo is called embryology. Taxonomy. See, we have million and trillions of species, million and trillion of genus and kingdoms of organisms. There are two kingdoms, and there are million trillions of organisms in those kingdoms. So, why we are creating kingdoms? Why we are creating species? We are creating them to know the differences between them and to know the similarities between them and to know the evolutionary relationships they have with each other. So this is what we do in taxonomy. We name them, we classify them, and that makes them easier for us to study. Then there comes paleontology. Paleontology is the study of fossils. Now, what are fossils? Fossils are the remains of dead plants and animals that are buried inside the earth for a million and trillion of years, and then they are converted into a source of energy we use afterwards. Next, there comes environmental biology. Environmental biology is basically the interaction between living organisms. Now, this interaction can be psychological, can be biological. Here, we will talk about the biological interaction, like when the temperature goes up, we get fever, we caught fever. Like when the temperature goes down, we get flu, we get cold. So, this is how the interaction between living organisms occur with their environment, with respect to the environment. Okay, next is sociobiology. Sociobiology is the study of social behaviors, how a animal, how a human behave in the social setting. That is sociobiology. Parasitology deals with the study of parasites. Now, what are parasites? Parasites are basically the organisms that live inside the living organisms and they in return harm them badly. So they are basically eating you up and living inside you. So the hair lices are parasites, and the bacteria that causes nausea and vomiting, are also parasites because they are living inside us and they are discomforting us. Biotechnology is the branch of biology that deals with practical applications of living organisms. Like we use fungi for different purposes, for different making different medicines. We use different species of plants for making herbs. So how we are using living organisms for the welfare of mankind? That is biotechnology. Immunology is the study of immune system, how our immune system works, what are the components of our immune system, how we can make our immune system healthy. Immune system is basically your defense against diseases, how your body prepares a defense, an army against the outside environment. Okay, so that is immunology. Entomology is the study of insects. See, you can remember it from ant. Entomology. Ant means a small insect you see, black hole, digging into your ground and walls. So entomology is the study of insects. Pharmacology is the study of drugs. There can be different types of drugs. Either they are sedatives, they're medicinal, in all of them. So now we will see the relationship of biology with other sciences. So when we talk about biophysics, we see that how biology is related to the principle of physics. Like when we see different biological phenomena, the working of limbs of animals. So we observe different principles of physics in that. Okay, so next is biochemistry. Biochemistry is the branch of biology that deals with the chemical processes that are occurring inside living organisms. For example, the metabolism in going inside us, the photosynthesis, the respiration. All of these are the knowledge of chemistry, but we studied it in biology because they are occurring in living organisms. Then there come biometry. So biometry or biomathematics is the study of how we use mathematics in gathering information and organizing our data when we are doing biological research. Next is biogeography. In this subject of biology, we see how different geographical regions in the world impact the life of species that are living inside them, and how the species are distributed among different geographical regions on the earth. Then there comes bioeconomics. So bioeconomics is when we see biology in accordance with economical point of view, like how living organisms are causing a profit and loss value for us. So that was all about the relationship between biology. Then there comes career in biology. You can go in medicines and become a doctor. You can go in fisheries and you can work on the production of fishes. You can go in agriculture where you can contribute in the production of different types of pesticides and herbicides, and you can learn about their side effects and you can fight with them, how you are going to fight with the side effects and everything regarding the knowledge of agriculture. Then there is animal husbandry, how you can increase the production of different animals. Horticulture, this is the art of gardening. When you talk about farming, it's about how you can produce much and much amount of crops. And then there comes forestry, how you're going to conserve different animals that are living in the forest and how you can use them for your own benefits and the benefits of mankind. Then there comes biotechnology. So we already studied biotechnology. This is the latest profession in the biology in which we study the production of different products that are useful for humans in future. So that was all for today's video. I hope the introduction to biology is clear to you. See you in the next video. Take care, like, share and subscribe. Bye.